What does it take to get to MXGP? It starts at ground zero. First bike, where did you learn to ride, all those kind of things. First race, small bikes, mini bikes. Some people don't see it through, they get to sort of teenage years and other things get in the way. So commitment is always going to be the one. Dedication. You don't just jump on a bike at 20 years old for the first time and become an MXGP racer. The pyramid starts here, 65s into 85s, EMX, into 125 European Championship, 250 EMX, European Championship, stepping stone to MX2, and then into MXGP, with MXGP being the absolute pinnacle.
Normally, when you stop because you feel you are not competitive anymore, but now it's not my case.
Okay, Tony, describe your career in one sentence.
Velocità, fango e gloria, that's my tattoo.
I think one of the most impressive things about Tony Cairoli is the way that he's managed to morph as a rider, as a professional and a racer. He started off as a wiry, flamboyant, small kid from an unlikely motocross territory and managed to change into this guy who was very calculating, rode only as fast as he needed to go to get the job done.
It's not just strong, but he can maybe play some games sometimes.
There would always be a kind of like a 10-minute zone at the end of the race that was Tony time, you know, Cairoli time, where he would just, having sat back for a few laps, just watching what's going on ahead, almost just happy to sit there, keep his goggles clean, and then go, right, this is it, flick the switch, go. 5 laps, 5 riders in front of him, 5 passes, and still win with a margin.
When you take him from the last 15 years, he was good at stars, he was good endurance, he was consistent, he was basically always there when it needed to be. So for me, he had the best package from the riders available, I would say, in MXGP today.
People ask if he's one of the greatest riders that the sport has seen. In my eyes, definitely. Cairoli, for me, superseded all expectations. And he found something that I think every rider needs to look for, which is a settled, dependable team environment. He's been with the same people all of his career, and I don't think you can undervalue that in terms of what it can bring off the track to be able to achieve the results on it.
This last part of the season, after the crash in Sardinia and my hopes of the World Championship finished, has been a difficult one because, I mean, my only goal is always to be, World Champion. And then after that, struggling a lot with the pain of the last rounds, and one of the most difficult races I've been through on my career. Finally, I arrive in Arco feeling better, but then on the race, bad start. Crash on the first lap, both motos, somebody jumped on me on the first moto, and then second moto, to avoid another guy on the ground, somebody hit me again and crashed and damaged a little the bike. I didn't really have the power to come through the pack when you crash at the first lap, and feeling on that condition, I DNF 2 times. I was very, very angry with myself, and I say, okay, we cannot end up, like this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Italy, round 15 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. It's the MXGP of Pietramarata. We are in the Dolomite Mountains, we are blessed with glorious sunshine. The atmosphere is starting to build to a crescendo. Roman Febvre definitely fired up for this one. Does he get the jump he wants though? Not quite.
Romain came into the Premier class in 2015. He laid out everything on his first attempt. MX2 has an age cap of 23 years and his birthday is December the 31st, so he missed out on fighting for the 250 championship by 1 day.
All eyes on this battle. This is not just about the race win, this is the fight for the championship as well. Febvre coming back for more.
He came in 2015, people didn't expect that much of him, but he ended up leading Yamaha's factory effort and he won the championship. He was the fastest 450 rider on the planet by the end of the year. It was like the equivalent of scoring a goal in the first 5 minutes, if you like, of a cup final.
On this kind of track, I feel like I can cut the line a little bit more than the other.
Leaves the door open again.
Cut the line and then maybe a little bit slide the bike a little bit more in the turn.
Geiser has to control the inside now. He does. Febvre coming back at him though. And he does close down the door. He does take over the lead once more. And it's going to be Romain Febvre who exits the final turn. And he will win race 1 here at Pietramarata. What a race. Tony Cairoli, he will take 3rd.
The secret of being so consistent for me has been...
If you look in the early part of Tony's career, he was very good at managing races. Still is.
He has this remarkable statistic of winning a Grand Prix every season of his 18-year career. And I don't think you'll find a rider at World Championship level in any FIM discipline that's managed to achieve that.
The guy's a 9-time world champion, you know, he's a legend.
Gate drops here. MXGP race 2. Tony Cairoli, like a rabbit out of a hat, absolutely lights the place up. He pulls a massive hole shot.
It's a story about a dude named Tony. Tony on a house on a beach. He had about 6 mummies and 2 million cash, sitting in a penthouse suite. Wouldn't say he had a great mind or a big heart. Guess you could blame it on the fact that he could dance. Somehow he had a whole crew of silly fools hanging out to every word he said. See what I mean? See what I mean?
I always been a guy who predicts, let's say, what can happen, and it always worked for me. When you see it's time to risk, but there is no risk on that thing that you are doing, I always did. But when I see that there is like percentage too high of risk on that situation or pass or attack or a rhythm of the race that is a little bit too high on that circumstances, I slow down on that part.
When you look at the race Trentino 2, who does that at 36 years old? You know, we're talking about the most physically demanding sport in the world. Mentally fit, physically fit. He's not slamming berms and hitting every single bump on the track. His line choice, racecraft, just impeccable.
I was very, very happy because we bounced back after such a bad race. To finish the season on a high level, it's what I want always. Before my career stops.
Tony Cairoli out of the final turn, a start to finish win. Tony Cairoli wins at home for the 15th time in his career. It's win number 94 for the Italian.
I mean, the fans will remember me for sure as a guy who always don't give up and a guy who always available, to get in touch with the fans and spend time with them. I've missed that the last few years with this COVID situation, but the last race here I've been really happy because I could come back to the pits and to the paddock and meet them again, and I really like all the letters that they give me all the time, and it makes you happy because then you know what they really think about you, and This is the most important prize a rider can get, the support of the fans.
If you were a script writer, then you would earn pretty good money by coming up with this scenario right at the end.
MXGP, though, could not be closer. Herlings is down in the first turn. Romain Fevre just 1 point off the World Championship lead. Tim Geiser, he's just 3 points off the championship lead.
3 riders, 1 round left.
We all are pushing, we all want to win.
Everybody knows from that sort of trio of riders, a mistake now completely wrecks everything.